year 2053. And in case you were wondering, no, you still don't have a girlfriend. Unfortunately, Konami has not only banned our savior, Callie, they have also not implemented a forbidden list in 30 years. The world is in ruin. Everything is destroyed. But there was one solemn hope. It is I, Cyborg Callie, sent back to the past to give you the powerful decks to beat the meta. These decks are what players are playing. Also, it is still Monday's update. Downloading update.
What's going on with y'all, big dog? And it is Update Monday. It has been 2 years, 2 months, and 1 week of kicking rheumatoid arthritis' ass, boy. If there's something that I want to re-emphasize to you, something that I've learned from my rheumatoid arthritis journey is to always look towards the future. Things may not be as good, but hey, if you keep working at it, things will be better. Take, for example, big dog, my football team. After going 3-3, I think we've lost it every game for like 8 weeks straight. But your boy be making big plays every game, no. I think even with a losing record, none of us have a losing attitude. And I also think that's what's going to propel you out of those particular times where you may have to look to the future. All you have to do is work hard and keep that in mind. Just like how we're going to be keeping in mind the most powerful strong Yu-Gi-Oh decks that the top players are using right now. These particular strategies may not be considered tier 1, but I'm telling you, these decks are really, really strong. And in today, I'm going to be explaining to you why. That's right, big dog. And as a special thank you for helping me pay my editors, I will be including deck list for my Patreons. You guys, too strong. And if you want to kick it more with the TheCaliEffect, keep in mind I do stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 11 or 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It really depends on how I get these videos out the way. So before we get into these strategies, one thing I want to talk about are some of the most played decks in Yu-Gi-Oh right now that players would talk about or perceive as the most powerful. I think what everybody can agree is that Kashtira is still one of the most dominant decks in the game. Them boys started playing Raid Raptors! Raid Raptors! More about that on cards you should buy before they skyrocket in price. There's also Labyrinth, Mathmech, Branded, and Sky Striker. I think those are some of the most played and powerful decks in the game right now. These particular decks are going to be powerful enough to go toe-to-toe with them, if not beat them. The first strategy I want to talk to you about, which I think is really good into the format, it's just slight work. It's just another deck that your boy got another invite with. I am the champion, my friend. And dragons will fight to the end. I think Bestial Dragon Link Chaos, or just Dragon Link, or Chaos Dragon Link, or whatever you want to call it, is an extremely powerful deck, and a lot of this deck's power comes thanks to the Bestial monsters. My guy, Bestials are incredibly cracked right now. You should buy them before they skyrocket in price. Holy, I think Callie's telling you something before the video comes out. The reason why is because the Bestial monsters can banish cards like Sky Striker, Ace, Ray, and Rose from the graveyard, which will heavily disrupt Sky Strikers, also prevent you from being Gimmick Puppet Nightmare locked through Branded, and it does a little something against Mathmech. Hey, my guy, we banishing the diameter, and they gonna have to measure the distance between them right now and a loss. That's real math. On top of that, Chaos Dragon summons the most powerful monsters from the extra deck to the side of the field. My favorite is after they've already used their Kaiju resource, Chaos Angel. Holy guys, this card. It's a walking W, and the fact that you made it with a Bestial and a Starlead Safer, we winning. But if we were to move on to another deck your boy has had a lot of success with, TJ like to say I got 69th place with it. My guy, we did so much better than he thinks we did. Dino is a strategy that I doubted, but holy, hey yo! This deck is like your mom. It's hot in the pants. How you think you got here? What Dino is really, really good at is not only being able to make boards, but in a combo heavy format, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno just solves games. Imagine being able to summon a 3,500 attack Gigantosaur that does not activate to be able to attack into all of your opponent's monsters. And oh yeah, did I mention that it's 3,500 attack? Name me a stronger monster. Name me one. Now shut up. You're not playing that monster. You didn't summon it. I've always loved Dinos as a going second combo killer type Yu-Gi-Oh deck, but what's actually crazy is the new Transcendosaurus monsters that just so happen to be printed in Wild Survivors. My boy, that Ground Xeno card is cooking! It's literally a custom card. It says add and destroy. Like, what does Dinos like to do? Add and destroy. I think the big thing that players are sleeping on about Dinos is not all the old stuff it used to do, but some of the new stuff that it does. Gigantozauler allows you to be able to add a Dino when summoned, and then when it's destroyed, it summons itself right back and then can destroy more cards on both players' fields. Then it's the Drilly Nathus card, which brings us back Misk. My guy, I'm telling you, Misk is already off the list. We can use Drillnathus to bring it back. That means we can activate its effect again. We got more than one Misk right now. We don't even need another list. You can say that I'm coping all you want about the Dino deck with only one Misk, but one thing that I actually know is extremely powerful is Gold Pride. Top Deck TJ is punching the air right now. You know he's hating what I'm about to say. One thing that I am extremely good at, and if you are a long time watcher, you can agree, is being able to make a bold take that actually is really, really true. I'm not saying Gold Pride Punk is not a good Yu-Gi-Oh deck. I'm saying that the Gold Pride cards by themselves are legit carry. Gold Pride Pinwheeler is not only a non-target, equip as many cards on your opponent's side of the field to it, it also can't be responded to. Board Breaker plus $1 million? There are quite a few times where a Mathmech player may want their Cyberse monster in the graveyard, or a Cash Tier player may want their Cash Tier monster banished or in the graveyard for a birth. This card awkwardly gets rid of the threat, but doesn't give the card back to your opponent. Also, my guy, if you're a boomer like yours truly, you know being able to synchro summon on your opponent's turn is pretty good. Gold Pride has that too. And it's not locked into just Gold Pride? What the hell? A more pure version of Gold Pride allows you to play more disruptive cards to stop your opponent, but also allows you to play maximum amount of Gold Pride monsters to resolve Start Your Engine, because that's another one of the most busted cards to ever be printed. What the was Konami thinking when they made these cards? These are like as busted as the Dangers. Genuinely, destroy and search and summon, so you can fusion synchro on your opponent's turn. Okay. All right, somebody's trolling me. The fact that they return back into the extra deck for you to resummon on the next turn is what makes them even more powerful. Rika is a deck that is so criminally underrated. Every single time someone says it's not a good deck, it just so happens to win or top a major event. And I'm not kidding, big dog. Just check out all the wins and tops that it had last format. It's actually crazy. Whoever would have guessed in a format where Kaiju cards are extremely good, using a spell card that allows you to be able to search a card that tributes your opponent's monsters for cost would be good. I never would have guessed it. But just in case if that wasn't something that got your rocks off, Rico's always been a one card combo type deck, only needing one card, Sun Avalon Loki, to be able to produce some really crazy boards. And that Bengal Lancer card, it's kind of good at doing what it does. Bouncing opponent's monsters like how the Grizzlies got bounced out of the playoffs. Ja, if you watching this video, don't pull the pistol out on me. Another crazy thing about this deck is that it does have a searchable Walking Vanities Fiend and Cactus Bouncer. Did I just say searchable Walking Vanities and Cactus Bouncer? Hey, my guys, if you wanted to be toxic, just say that. And lastly, I really want to double down on the Vanquish Soul strategy. I think there's some really cool things about it, but more importantly, I actually want to talk about a couple of things that not a lot of people may be paying attention to. The first thing is, not only is this deck decently consistent, you can even use your hand interruptions to allow you to stay consistent because of Stake Your Soul. My guy, every time I activate Stake Your Soul, I hope there's no like magical Silvery Calcos or something being used afterward. Popular and upcoming hand traps like Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, DD Crow, and Ghost Bell all make a Vanquish Soul monster from your deck while also still serving as a point of interruption for your opponent. Also, the small world lines with this deck is crazy. Search the Kid Akara, check. Search a kaiju, check. Search any of the Vanquish Soul monsters, check. But another crazy thing that I think that this deck has over some of the top meta decks is not only can it play There Can Be Only One, which would screw over decks like Kashtira and Mathmech, it can also main Skill Drain. Yeah, turns out when you activate a Vanquish Soul monster, you can chain the one to bounce and still resolve its effect. It's kind of scary. At least I won't be losing to the Silverboard Calcos anytime soon. Should I play Syl in here? Ironically, Vanquish Soul gets more powerful depending on the hand interruptions played in the format, but I think that there's a ton of room to grow for this strategy. All we gotta do is wait for the price to sink just a little bit, and we on the move. And that's all that I have for some really strong Yu-Gi-Oh decks that players are playing right now. I want to know if you guys have any other decks that you want to talk about. Let me know down below in the comment section. Also, my boy, if you want to see some more amazing TheCaliEffect content, you already know what to do. Go ahead and check out these videos, and I'll be sure to catch you on the next one.